Hey, hi, welcome to my channel. Today is a very special day because I was able to grab one of the amazing freediver here in Panglao, Bohol. So he's gonna share something that would be an interesting learning, especially those who are looking to come here in the Philippines to free dive. Because some of my followers actually are looking for freediving training, so this is perfect for them. All right, so why don't you introduce yourself? Tell them where are you from, which country are you from, and what are you doing here?
Hi guys, my name is Giorgio. I'm from Italy, and I've been living here in the Philippines for 6 years, actually more than 6 years. And yeah, I love it here.
Wow! But how did you find or discover your love for freediving?
Oh, well, that's a long story.
Make it short.
I've been freediving for more than 24 years. So 24 years ago, I was just working at the age of 15. And, I saw someone going to catch some seafood, some kind of simple seafood. And I felt like, wow, interesting. It's a good way to save money here. So I start to basically, not even fishing, just simple seafood like a mussel. I don't know if you know what is that. So something that is attached to the rocks underwater. So I just buy a mask and start to go a few meters deep to be able to catch this seafood. And I start to enjoy holding my breath. And from there, I realized a few years later that this actually was a sport. So I start to train for it professionally.
Wow. Okay. So, but why? How did you discover Panglao? Why you choose Panglao? Why you choose to be here?
Right. This is a good question. 2017, almost 7 years ago, I choose to become like a freediver for living. So I started travel around the world to find the best places for freediving. I was in the Canary Island. And I met several freedivers there, top freedivers, and they all told me very interesting things about the Philippines in general, and of course about Panglao. So a few months later, I started travel, and I make it here, and then I chose Panglao actually to do my freediving instructor course. And then after my instructor course, I realized that this was a good place to teach.
Okay, but have you been to other islands as well?
Yes, I've been to Camiguin. I've been to Coron. I've been to
Sikihor.
Not yet. Sikihor, not yet.
Sikihor.
Maybe soon. I've been to Batangas, Anilao, Mabini.
Okay.
I've been to Cebu, Malbol, Mactan. So I've been observing few diving areas, but somehow Panglao is basically what makes it Panglao very interesting. Is like the lifestyle that you can have around the freediving. Like there are many gym, there are many places to hang out, to make friends, and a lot of beautiful white beach and a lot of resort. So there is a lot of things to do rather than freediving. And so number one, you can freedive all year round. So there is no low season. Whatever people say is actually not 100% accurate. In freediving, you can literally dive 365 days a year, no doubt. No matter what kind of condition you have, there is many dive spots in Panglao. So within 10-minute drive, you can go to one place to another top of the island. So if ever one side of the island is really messy with the big waves and current, well, you can just go to the other side of the island, which most probably is going to be flat, or at least more doable. So if you really want, in Panglao, you can really dive every single day of the year, no doubt. And this is something that I found very difficult to find in any other place in the world. But of course, in the Philippines, I know that especially if you are in Cebu, in Malbol, it's not going to take you 10 minutes to go to the other side. It's going to take you several hours. So if you wake up in the morning in Malbol and there's big waves, that's it. It means that on that day, you're not going to dive. While in Panglao, you can just drive for 10 minutes and have another dive. So you can really have a lot of activity with your students. So if you like to teach, you can always have a way to accommodate your students without have to cancel a session. And if you are an athlete and you want to train, you can always find the way to train and no excuse.
I like that you emphasize that, because that is something that a lot of us would consider to come here, because we don't have to worry, the season. So it's not the season, so I'm not going, so I'm not going to book. That is really unique.
Absolutely. Of course, there are seasons where you have more chances that everywhere is okay. So like there are days, season where in statistic, within a span of 30 days in 1 month, perhaps 20, 25 days in a month are completely flat everywhere. So this is normally what's happening between May and September. So these are the months where there are a higher probability. So in percentage, you have more days where everywhere is okay, everywhere in the island. While in the months of, for example, November, December, January, February, these are a little bit the worst month where you can still dive, but you might have to look around. Say, okay, this day is wavy here, let's go to the other side. While right now, we're in July, most of the days you can dive everywhere without have to look for it. Everywhere you are is flat.
That's what makes it Panglao, I think, number one now spot for me when it comes to free diving.
I'm sure it is.
And can you tell us what are the benefits of free diving? Like, especially to those who are looking forward to learn. Like me, actually, I did my IDA one today and I really, really love it. And definitely I'm going to do that next level. Can you tell us what are the benefits of free diving for those who are not into this yet?
Well, free diving is a sport, as many people knows, and as every sport, of course, require you a certain level of physical fitness. So by training free diving, of course, you will improve your level of fitness, but of course at the same time you will be more motivated to be more careful of your level of fitness. So be more careful of your diet, be more careful of your lifestyle, be more careful of in general your feelings, because you know that anything might influence your performance. So if you are a person that look for a certain goal, to hold your breath longer or to dive a little bit deeper or something, you will definitely be more careful to be in a better shape. So it kind of motivates you to take a good care of yourself. So that's how, I mean, like indirectly, it has a lot of benefit, because in the moment you are more inclined to taking good care of yourself, then automatically it has a lot of result on, as I said before, diet or lifestyle, etc., fitness in general, where you will start to apply more things. So freediving itself require eventually a lot of things that you have to choose, like for example, stretching, breathing exercise, cardio, strength, flexibility, mobility. So all of these things can start to be taken care of little by little. Every time you have time, you feel like, I'm going to do this exercise, which is good in general, and it's going to be good for freediving. And then tomorrow you feel like, let's do this fitness exercise or this breathing exercise, which is good for my health, and it's going to be good for freediving at the same time. So indirectly, freediving can make you very healthy.
But you mentioned about diet. Is there like a specific diet for freedivers?
Well, that's a very difficult question to answer, because there are many freedivers those days that are also very good freedivers, and many often you will see a lot of different theory and concept too. So it's very hard to contradict other freedivers and stand for one specific concept. So the diet is something very tricky. So definitely we are all different. And definitely we all need to find what make us more functional. So if I find that in my case vegan diet make me more functional, well, I will believe that the vegan diet is the best for me. If you feel that keto diet, which is require more use of animal products and less use of carbs, and make you feel better and perform better, well, good for you. As long as you find what you're looking for, then in the end the diet is very it's some mental things also, of course it's physical things, but in the end you have to make it work. You have to prove it works for you. So if it works for you and you can prove it, then good for you. Me personally, I believe more in vegan diet. It helped me to perform better. It helped me to feel my body less inflamed and recover faster. So thanks to my vegan diet, I'm able to train every day, go to the gym, dive, swim, run, and do like a routine which is very, very difficult for many people to keep up, because every single day, 7 days a week, multiple times per day, I'm doing some kind of physical activity, and I never feel tired. So definitely I thanks my diet for that. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing that you also like mentioned about it depends on you personally.
Yeah.
Because a lot of misconception around that. Okay, you have to be a vegetarian, you have to be vegan.
No.
Whatever works for you, as long as you get healthy and efficient in doing the things.
One thing that I will say that no matter what is your diet, no matter if you are vegetarian or not, one thing that I'm 100% sure can work for everyone is the intermittent fasting. So one thing that I will really recommend to anybody, no matter if you like to drink alcohol or you like to eat animal products or not, if you can be consistent, regular, and very organized regarding an intermittent fasting, which at least I recommend 16-8, which means like for 16 hours you drink only water. So no coffee, no alcohol, no juices, nothing. So for 16 hours every day you drink only water, and then in the 8-hour span you can eat technically whatever you want, whatever makes sense for you.
Okay.
So if it makes sense for you to eat animal products, then do it. If it makes sense for you to have a coffee, drink alcohol, wine or beer, then do it. But then always give every day 16 hours for the body to completely detox from anything that you've been putting inside your body, no matter if that was super healthy or not. Just give 16 hours for the body to completely recover and be able to function even without food. So 16 to 8. That's the main recommendation. I've been following this strict for something like 8 months. It gave me back 10 years of youth.
Wow.
I mean, at least this is something very important.
Yeah, how old are you, by the way?
39.
39. Look at him, guys.
Actually, I feel like 19-year-old.
See?
I feel like
19. That's really an inspiration.
Really.
Because the one thing about
I feel better than 19-year-old. When I was 19-year-old, I was more tired. Now I feel much more energized.
Much more energized.
No doubt.
Yeah, because as you can see, not to pinpoint about the foreigners, because some of them, they come here and then they indulge in alcohol and then they get a big belly and stuff like that. Yeah, look at you. So you can be a very good inspiration to these expats here, really.
Any other questions?
About do you do a competition?
I never done it before, and I will do my first competition this coming week, Monday and Tuesday.
Yay! We can cheer for you.
Thank you. I am planning to dedicate the next 1 or 2 years to training and competing, so let's hope that some nice result will come out.
Yeah, you're gonna do it. So can you invite a lot of us to, how would you invite people to start their freediving journey here in Panglao?
Okay, well, no matter if it's here in Panglao or wherever in the world, you can always start a freediving course by finding an instructor that can teach you and guide you. Either you take a course or a coaching session or something. It's very important to have someone that can mentor you, and this someone is very important that has experience and eventually some accreditation, someone that is hopefully certified as an instructor. Ideally, you should find someone which is a certified freediver, but not only, because in the end there are also some top athletes which are not an instructor, but they have like a long way of experience because they've been competing, they've been athletes, and they have a lot to share with you. So why not? You can also find your coach within. You can choose carefully someone that can teach you something, as long as this person has a very good experience and is safe. So, of course, a certification of an instructor is already a guarantee, but not only, because in the end, you never know. But you can try to, before booking a course, you can try to talk to the instructor, ask for his experience, and you can discuss in more in details what is your goal, and eventually you can be guided through an education program, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, or eventually a personalized program where you can eventually develop like a training system, like a sport. Yeah,
like a sport. But can you walk us just quickly about the courses, because like how many levels it does, how many days?
Me personally, I'm teaching AIDA education system.
Okay.
So in AIDA, there is AIDA 1, AIDA 2, AIDA 3, and 4.
Okay.
In AIDA 1, basically, it's just an introduction. There is no pressure. There is no any minimum requirement. So
anybody can do it.
Yeah, anybody can do it. And even though you are intimidated of depth, it's completely fine. Even if you just go 1 or 2 meter deep, it's completely fine. You don't feel like that you're gonna fail anything, because there is nothing to fail, there is nothing to prove. So that's your discovery to freediving in AIDA. After that, or depends, because in AIDA you have the option. You can start with AIDA 1, or you can also start with AIDA 2. So if ever you feel like already motivated and feel like, okay, I want to start, but I know already that I want to start with something consistent, not just an introduction. So then you can go directly for AIDA 2, and in that case, you will have to try your best in the days of the course to learn as much as you can and pass a theory exam, some requirements in the pool and some requirements in the depth, in order for you to have a certification which is worth as a beginner freediver. In that case, you can bring the certification with you everywhere you go and join people for fun dive or line training or the other courses, or even cross over to another agency and be recognized for a specific requirement that you achieved, and they will be acknowledged in the database of AIDA. Then you have AIDA 3, which you are learning in AIDA 3. You're learning more about deeper equalization, free fall, how to rescue other people to a greater depth, how to rescue yourself in case of emergency, in case you have a cramp, in case of you lose your fin, in case of you lose your mask. So you have a lot of more interactive activity in terms of safety in AIDA 3. And then, of course, AIDA 4 is the most important course, because you can become basically an assistant instructor. So AIDA 4 is not just a training course, but it's also a professional program where you can learn how to work in this industry, how to help an instructor, how to assist an instructor with students, with emergency, with equipment, how to prepare a buoy, how to prepare a line, how to prevent an accident, or how to deal in case of an accident. So I will definitely recommend to anyone who is very interested in understanding more about freediving to go through all of this level. Becoming an AIDA 4 is very good opportunity for you. Either you want to work in this industry, or you just want to do it for fun with your friends. At least you have the knowledge, proper knowledge, to how to handle any sort of emergency.
Especially the emergency part, the rescue part. So thank you so much, Giorgio. Anything else that you would like to add? Advice to the foreigners who are coming here in the Philippines? Is there any tip that you can share to them? You know, when it comes to adjustment here, because you're a foreigner. You're good here? Weather-wise, food-wise, nothing challenged you?
Well, for the food, depends on your diet, but eventually
you're vegan.
Philippines is developing very fast. So anything, every day there is a more investor that comes in and bring more opportunities. So in terms of food, there is already a lot of variety. So whatever is your taste, you can definitely easily find any sort of restaurant, food delivery, etc. So every day is becoming more and more easy for multiple reasons.
That's good to know. Thank you so much, Giorgio.
Nice to meet you. Thank you, guys. I hope you find this video useful.
Definitely it is.
If you have any question, just message me on my page.
I'm going to put the link.
Train with
Giorgio. I'm going to put your Instagram and the link.
Perfect.
Also.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Wave.